Do you want to know how to price your coaching in 2024? Well, if you stay until the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the exact dollar amounts so that you can maximize your profitability and attract your dream clients. So let's dive right in. There are 4 keys before I share the exact dollar amounts to pricing your coaching services. Key number 1 is to clarify your true cost of delivery. We call that your floor. If your coaching includes some sort of physical product, maybe you're printing and mailing a binder or a book or a series of resources to your clients, there's a cost associated with that. So you want to, of course, make sure to include that cost in your coaching pricing. Now, many of you don't have a physical product that you're sending people. You offer coaching as a service, which is your time. And so the first thing to calculate is what is the value of your time? What is your time worth? Now, when you're building your coaching business, you're not just the CEO making $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 an hour, but at times you're also the janitor and the plumber and the assistant in the very beginning. Eventually, you'll grow your team and your hourly rate will increase, but you want to reverse engineer and think about what do you want to be paid hourly so that you hit those income goals and maximize your impact. Now, I'm not suggesting here to charge by the hour. That is a broken, outdated pricing model. And if you do that, you're going to attract the wrong clients and never hit your financial goals. You always want to package or put your coaching into a package for a duration and a time period. Could be 6 weeks, could be 3 months, could be 6 months. So you want to price based on the package, but you want to first think about what is the true cost of your delivery and what is the cost of your time. Key number 2 to pricing your coaching in 2024 is to define the value of your client's results. When you help a client get a great result, what's the value of that in their life? If you're a business coach, this is pretty simple. For us here at Fearless Coach Academy, we help coaches earn their first 6 figures in 12 months or less. Very clear, very specific. We know that the value of that starts at the minimum of 6 figures, right? Because that's what our students hit. But if you're not a business coach, then maybe the value you provide is a little bit more intangible or hard to measure. Maybe you're a health coach and you help people lose weight, or you help them increase their energy and their vitality. Maybe you're a relationship coach and you help them improve their marriage and their communication. Well, those things are harder to measure, but there's still a significant, and I would argue even a more higher value than just making more money. So what would that value be worth to them? That's what you want to think about. If you're helping somebody improve their marriage or save their marriage, for example, I've had a client who was a relationship coach help couples save their marriage. The value of that is incredible, not only mentally and emotionally, but if they help this person and this couple avoid separation, avoid divorce, the cost of that is significant. So they baked those numbers into the value that they were receiving. If you're helping your clients be healthier so that they can be more present as parents and be healthy enough to play with their kids when they're grandkids and live a longer life, well, that's an incredible amount of value. So now you're expanding the gap between the floor and the ceiling. The floor is the cost of your delivery. The ceiling is the value that they're getting. So think about those 2 numbers before you price your coaching. What's the third key to pricing your coaching in 2024? The third key is to review the pricing of your competition. Now, I'm not going to generalize here and say that you should just look at the random pricing of any coach. You want to choose another coach who's in your niche. So for example, let's say that I was looking at other business coaches and I was looking at their programs. What I would do is I would opt into their lead magnets. I would join their email list. I would fill out the application. I would book a sales call. I would go through their process and reverse engineer what are my competitors offering? What are they offering for coaching programs? What are they offering in terms of the price? That way I can see what my competition is doing. Not so that you can copy your competition, just so that you can understand your competitive landscape. It's really important. If you are a coach who helps people with underwater basket weaving, although that may be a passionate hobby for some people out there, it's probably not something you're going to charge high ticket for. But if you're helping somebody, improve their health, save their relationship, attract the partner of their dreams, launch a business, invest to provide security for their family for the future, Now that is high ticket. But what are your competitors charging? You want to go through their processes. You want to opt into their sales funnel. You want to schedule the calls and see what your competitive landscape is doing, and then create your coaching program to be even better. Not to copy, again, I'm going to repeat myself, not to copy them, but to differentiate yourself and also be able to answer when somebody says, so how do you compare to so-and-so? Right? In my niche is incredibly saturated. There's a ton of business coaches out there teaching coaches how to start a coaching business and generate leads online. And a question that we often get is, how do you differ from this person and that person and that person? Well, if I didn't understand who those people were and what their programs were, I wouldn't be able to answer that question. But because I do, I know how to. And so that's what I want to challenge you to do. So that's the third key to pricing your coaching. What's the fourth key? And then I'm going to no longer tease you and get right into giving you exact dollar amounts for 2024. The fourth key is to test your pricing salability. Now, what is salability? Salability is, what's your conversion rate? Can you actually sell coaching to your dream clients at this price? And what you want to do here is you want to use data to make decisions. You don't want to just, wish or hope that you're going to come up with the answers. Here's how to do that. Let's say that you're already working with clients and you're charging, I'm just going to pick a number out of thin air, $2,500. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to double your pricing. Now, you may not do this immediately, but you want to get to $5,000 per client, not $2,500. Now, let's say at $2,500, you're enrolling 50% of people that you talk to. Okay. Which is a very high conversion rate. That's much higher than most coaches. But let's say that you're enrolling 50%. And then you double your prices to $5,000. But now you go from 50% all the way down to 10%. Now, even though you doubled your prices, which is great, your conversion rate plummeted. And what that tells me is, if nothing else changed, if your marketing message didn't change, if your funnels and your content didn't change, if your sales process didn't change, if the only thing that changed was your pricing and your conversion rate fell off a cliff, then guess what? You're probably charging too much. And you haven't dialed in your marketing to be effective enough to raise the perceived value of your coaching. Now, instead, if you raised it from $2,500 to $5,000, but you went from 50% to 40 or even 30%. Now, that's okay that you dropped a little bit, but that is something that your clients are still willing to pay for. And so that's how you want to think about your pricing. Okay. Are you asking enough? Number one. And are you asking too much? To answer if you're asking enough, you want to target to be enrolling about 40%. 40% of everyone you talk to is a great place to be. If you're only enrolling 5%, 10%, 20%, then either you've got a broken sales process, your marketing isn't dialed in, or the pricing is too much. If you're enrolling 60, 70, 80%, that's great, congratulations. And what that tells me is that you're not asking for enough. You have room and margin to increase your pricing. And again, remember, you're not trying to just increase your pricing so that you maximize your profitability, but you're also increasing your pricing to attract your ideal clients. And when people pay for something and they have skin in the game, they pay more attention. We pay attention to what we pay for. I've got a quick story there about that, and then I'm going to share the exact pricing dollars. Okay. Actually, you know what? Leave the story. I don't want to waste your time. Let's just go right into the exact dollar amount. So that's the fourth key, is to make sure that you look at the price salability. So what do I specifically recommend? What are the exact dollar amounts that I encourage you to consider charging in 2024, this year? Well, I'm going to split this up into three different buckets because there's three primary coaching offers out there. There's one-on-one coaching, there's leverage group coaching, and there's an online course. And so I'm going to share what I recommend for each of those types of services. If you're starting with one-on-one coaching, which is where most coaches start, that's where I started in my business 10 years ago. That's where I encourage you to start if you haven't enrolled a single client yet and you're just at the beginning. One-on-one coaching is the most demanding of your time because it's you going on Zoom or on a call and you trading time for money, right? And so this is high value, high touch, but it also is high ticket. Should be the highest that you charge above your group and above your online course. What I would like to see you consider starting at, if you're a brand new coach, a great place to start that at for one-on-one coaching is 3 months of coaching with 2 price points. One would be $3,000 for 3 months, which is kind of the prepay or pay in full price point. And the other would be a payment plan of $1,200 a month. Now notice the difference. There's a discount with the prepay and a premium for the payment plan. Why is that? Because we want to incentivize people to pay up front. And so we don't want to penalize them for not doing that. We want to reward them for doing that. See the psychology there? So instead of saying, I charge $3,000, or if you need a payment plan, you have to pay more over 3 months, we don't do that. We say the pricing of my coaching is $3,600 paid across 3 months. So it's $1,200 a month. Or if you want to save $600, then you can prepay up front for $3,000. I just gave you a gold nugget right there, the exact phrasing that we use when we make our offers. If you model that, I guarantee your conversion will go up. So that's a great place to start. $3,000 for 3 months or $1,200 a month. Now again, know that this is not a hard and set price, right? This also depends on the value that you bring, the niche that you serve, those things. So take that into consideration, okay? Let's now go to group coaching. What could you charge for group coaching in 2024? Because group coaching is an opportunity for you to help more students and leverage your time. They also get less access to you. I don't believe you should be charging the same rate as your one-on-one. And so what I think is a fair price to charge is 50% of your one-on-one pricing. So if your one-on-one pricing is $3,000 for 3 months, then your group coaching offer would be $1,500 for 3 months, or similar pricing model. You can split it up into 3 payments of $600, right? And so again, you're giving them a 20% discount to prepay up front, which brings more cash in the door today and boosts your profitability. And you're giving them an option if they need a payment plan to still work with you and spread the investment out over 3 months. So $1,500 prepay or $600 a month is what I recommend for group coaching. Now for an online course, this depends on a variety of things, but I'm going to give you a target to aim for. The best target to aim for an online course to start is $997, about $1,000. And the reason why that's great is because that actually brings some profitability into your company. If you're charging something for $97 or $47, sure, you can make money, but you need a huge audience and a ton of leads and a ton of customers to hit $10K a month, which is, I know, the goal for many of you watching my videos. It's a lot easier to get to $10K a month if you're charging $997, because then you only need to sell 10 courses in a month, right? Much, much easier. The other thing that's nice about $997 is it gives you enough margin to be able to partner with people and pay affiliate commissions or do joint ventures. Now that's going to get easier and more profitable if you can charge higher than that, but I think $997 is a great place to start. Charge for that. Make sure that you get a library of success stories and testimonials for this course. And then as you build the social proof, you can increase those prices as well. And that goes for your group coaching and your one-on-one coaching as well. This is the floor that I recommend starting at, okay? Know that pricing is going to go up. And we at Fearless Coach Academy increase our prices twice a year. We do it twice a year. We don't do it on existing students, of course, but for new students, yes, we do that. Why? Because we're getting better at what we do. We're growing our team. We're adding more resources. It's becoming more valuable. So those are the exact dollar amounts I recommend you charge for 2024. Now, if you want my feedback personally on your pricing model, then drop me a comment below and let me know the exact price that you plan to charge in 2024. Go ahead and leave me a comment below on what you plan to price. And before I wrap up this video, can you do me a quick favor? 74% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel, which is way too high. So if you enjoy my videos, then please subscribe to my channel right now so that you never miss a future video. And once you've subscribed, make sure to check out my next video that reveals how to introduce yourself as a coach. So click up here, watch this video right now. My name is Peter Scott, reminding you to be here, act now, and fear less.